That's a copy. Time.
Miles goes inside. Students ignore him. How you doing? Daddy, you Miles goes inside.
Sports coverage of the National Football League
on the air. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Denver Broncos and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And they'll start on the ground, ETN. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. This defense for the Broncos, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at the 40. Here's Wilson to throw. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st down, Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for 28 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam now. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Wilson going to throw for it. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They go play action now. Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. ETN up the middle. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. This game, the 9th that the Jags have played here in London. You might know that Shad Khan, he's the owner of both the Jaguars and Fulham in the English Premier League on the soccer side of things. And this is the 3rd of 3 London games the NFL will play this year. But there is one more game to come over on the continent. The Seahawks and Bucks from Munich, Germany. The first time a regular season game will be played there. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. They'll run with ETN. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 10 yards there, good enough for the Jags' first down. The Jaguars have 1-6 now. And they come into this one fresh off the victory last week. They finally snapped that 6-game losing streak.
And you've heard the phrase much-needed win. That was a much-needed win. They needed something to energize that locker room and give them a little sense of purpose. And oftentimes, that sense of purpose and a little relaxation can lead to better performance the following week as well. Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll run with ETN. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. One more time with ETN. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Etienne, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Nevis knocks this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. To Gordon, out left. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him.
Touchdown, Broncos! Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes, and the Broncos are in for 6. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, is what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. There he goes, right side. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. They go play action now. Wilson. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that snap, he's the hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. He'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action.
14, run it. Hey, work.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete to Judy. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. The kick by McManus is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Etienne once more. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson buying time to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. They'll try and throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he is into the end end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence completes it to Evan Ingram. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 2 jump plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. On play action, Lawrence to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Mevis knocks this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely.
He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Albert O, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. They'll look to throw. Intercepted. It's Devin. How big is that?
hate to be the teammate that caused. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you.
They go read option with Wilson. They're going to give it to Gordon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Lawrence. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
On 3rd down, Lawrence flush to his right. That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Come on, set. Hey, stop it.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And Ingram holds it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Alex Singleton able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Lawrence going to get this to Etienne. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make touchdown Jaguars. Travis Etienne from 17 yards out. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3.
as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They go play action with Wilson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. Here's Sam Martin now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. On the return, here's Agnew. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They go play action now. Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Handoff running left is Etienne. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They go play action with Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the ready.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Straight ahead, Etienne. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution. Yeah,
and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Open man right side is Ingram. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary.
And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So that challenge a successful one. Lawrence on the sneak. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And instead of having a one-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, well, they've got 95% chance.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free. He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Broncos. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Finding Etienne here. Catching it on the out route. Finding room at midfield. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Lawrence to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe, because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And to throw again is Lawrence. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. They'll try to run with Etienne. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They'll try to run with Etienne. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Travis Etienne with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. And the Broncos are going to get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And that is incomplete.
Over the dime looked on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton, 31 yards. And the Broncos are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now.